Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you for tuning in. My name is Velile. I am a lifestyle blogger from South Africa, currently living in Washington DC, United States with my husband who is lecturing in a university here in Washington DC. Guys, it's finally happening. I have big news to tell you. I cannot believe that now I am putting action into my words. I have been showcasing the beautiful rural areas of South Africa on this channel, encouraging people to invest in the rural areas because we need developments in the rural areas. If you're new on this channel, I have been showcasing what black people have done with their ancestral land in the rural areas of South Africa and the developments that they've done, building beautiful mansions and developing so many businesses and infrastructure so that they can live the life that they deserve. I have been preaching the words of rural development and investment in this channel since I've started this channel. So now I'm trying to tell you guys that I am putting action into my words. In a few days, I'm going to be leaving United States to South Africa and taking investors that are interested in our developments in the rural areas. I'm so glad this opportunity has finally come, and I'm going to put together business-minded people together who can help develop our rural areas. So guys, today I am still in Washington DC. I am at the grocery store at Giants and I'm trying to buy as much grocery that I'm going to leave with my husband because he's going to be left behind and I'll be gone for a couple of weeks to South Africa. So we are just shopping right now, and after that I'm just going to take you guys through everything that is going to be happening when I arrive in South Africa. I hope this video is going to motivate you and inspire you, so please stay tuned. Guys, there's something that I just need to tell you. We have been living here for a couple of months now and we do not have a car. It has been a struggle because every time after buying groceries we have to carry it in our shoulders. Yep guys, that's our life currently in United States. We do not have a car. We haven't purchased a car yet. I missed my car. I left my car in South Africa. I can't wait until I get into my car when I arrive in South Africa in a few days. So this is what we have purchased. I'm just going to show you. I'm sure my husband will have to go back and shop for other things, but I bought all of this just to live with him. I was just restocking. I'm just hoping he will cook healthy and do as I have instructed, because we have been trying to be careful with what we eat around here because we are new in United States. I mean, like, we have lived in United States. We went to school here at university, but this time around it's been so many years and so much has happened and so much has changed. So we are trying to eat as healthy as possible and trying to avoid anything that has too much preservatives. We are trying to look for organic food. You've seen my videos, guys, how I've been struggling to find organic food around here in my area. So guys, let's just go back to the topic of the day, because this is such a very interesting thing that has just turned around and I cannot believe it's happening right now, especially for this channel. As you know that I have been preaching a lot about investments in the rural areas of South Africa. I am the self-appointed ambassador of the rural areas of South Africa, showcasing all the beautiful things that have happened post-apartheid and how people have put in their money to create the neighborhoods or the communities that they want in the rural areas. If you do not know, in the rural areas of South Africa, people acquire land through ancestral lineage. Guys, what is more interesting to me and to all of you guys who are viewers is the fact that we are having a lot of African Americans who are watching my channel, who have expressed so much interest in coming to the rural areas, exploring the rural areas the same way I have been exploring, so that they can get to understand how Africans, especially South Africans in the rural areas, are living, their values and everything. They are interested also in investing in businesses in the rural areas. I'm sure you guys are just wondering, what am I showing you? What is that in relation to people in the rural areas and their ancestral lineage and blah 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 and all those things? I am walking around here in this area. It's called Logan Circle. The area is named after John Logan, a politician who was once associated with anti-black laws in the state of Illinois in the United States. In 1853, John Logan helped pass laws that prohibited all African Americans from settling in the state of Illinois. Actually, John Logan was known in 1853 for supporting slavery in the South of America. But like any other politician, after the Civil War, he became a staunch advocate of the African American civil rights. So changing from being a hardcore Republican into a lenient Republican who is accommodative of the rights of African Americans in this country. I am looking at this history and I'm thinking of what has happened to South Africa, especially to people in the rural areas of South Africa who also were restricted in so many ways. If they had to move from one place to another around South Africa during apartheid, they had to pay tax for doing that. There were so many imposed tax that people had to suffer to pay so that they would be restricted from moving from one place to another. Yes, now we are in a democratic society in South Africa and things have changed. So as America, and things have changed. As I'm walking around in this area, I'm just looking at all these buildings that are around in this area, which are of relation to me to colonial buildings that are in South Africa all over in our cities. This make me think, who built these cities? All of these buildings, like South Africans in South Africa during apartheid, when the people were moved from their ancestral land to go and work in the cities, building all those beautiful colonial buildings. Somehow, somewhere, also the laws in the United States, they had to be lenient a little bit, but they still had to impose certain restrictions from African Americans to move around in the United States. But they needed them to come and build these cities. So now I see the reason why African Americans want to go back into Africa, live in the rural areas, invest in the rural areas, reclaim their identity, and feel better as the human species in this world. It's so understandable why people are looking forward to go to Africa and be part of people that they do know in the land of their ancestors. So I'm going to be taking African Americans soon who are looking at investing in the rural areas, looking at getting to know the rural areas of South Africa, looking at getting to relate and understand how fellow Africans in South Africa are living, their values, share the history, share the struggles, communicate and get to know each other. I have mentioned on my videos that I will be doing tours in KwaZulu-Natal. That's where I'm going to start. And this is how they are going to roll. Guys, very interesting and very inspiring tours with the purpose. I'll be taking my fellow African Americans into the rural areas of KwaZulu-Natal first. I'm going to take them into the battlefield. I'm taking them to the battlefields because I want them to understand the struggle and the victory of the black people in South Africa, especially those who are in the rural areas and still are in the rural areas and living in the rural areas and proudly are rural South Africans. I'm going to take them to the battlefields of Isandlwane, where the Zulus fought against the British invasion and won the war in 1879. It is the pride and joy of the Zulu kingdom, and I want them to understand the struggle, also experience the victory and how everything rolled, because the struggle is the same. As I walk around in this neighborhood, I'm seeing a lot of the history of African Americans and the pride and joy of how they fought and also won their freedom in the United States. This one is the monument that is so significant to African Americans around here in the United States. Just like us, Black South Africans in South Africa, they have something to show, their victory, and this is one of them. I came across the statue and I went to look to find out what it is. This is the person who wrote the Miseducation of the Negro. Guys, the history is just endless here in Washington DC. Father of Black history. Wow. Like us South Africans, their history is documented, it's put into monuments around the cities where the struggles happened. And those who contributed are being celebrated today. It is so wonderful to see this in this city where I am currently living right now. As I told you guys that the tour that I will be doing on the 18th up until the 24th of March, I will be taking African Americans to KwaZulu-Natal first. I am going to be taking these in different parts of South Africa, like I did when I was exploring the rural areas of South Africa and showcasing the beauty and the developments of the rural areas in South Africa to the South Africans and also to the rest of the world so that people can see what we have achieved. As I'm passing the house of Carter G. Woodson, the man I've just shown you the statue of, and it is so interesting to see where he used to live in comparison to where John Logan used to live. The house that I showed you guys, that corner, that was so beautiful at the beginning of the video, it is the house where John Logan used to live. The house of Carter G. Woodson is looking like it's so unkept. And I asked the person who was just next to me, an African American, why is it looking like that? They said it's being renovated now. That's very good to hear, because it was just really heartbreaking to see that it was not even kept as a museum of some kind. Maybe that's what they are doing now, but I saw that there were lots of posters about African American history and events that are happening around here in the United States, especially during the Women's History Month, because that's what is happening around here in the United States. I just hope they are just not putting these away for rentals and building flats or apartments out of these historical sites. But anyway, who am I to talk about this? Because I also come from a country where so many things need to be fixed. South Africa still has a long way to go. Yes, we are in a democratic society. We have finally attained our democracy, but we still have a lot to work on, because yes, Black lives do matter everywhere in this world. Guys, when Ashley in Africa, an African American who has partnered with me in this mission to bring African Americans into South Africa, especially the rural areas, to explore and get to know the rural areas of South Africa, invest in the rural areas, look at opportunities for businesses, people who are professionals. I'm not just taking people who are just dreamers. I'm taking people who are professionals, who are entrepreneurs, who are looking at finding their place in South Africa, whether it's in the rural areas or it's in the cities or anywhere actually. If there are any opportunities and they love them and they think they resonate with what they are all about in their own businesses, they are just going to seize those opportunities. I'm so happy that Ashley and I have created such a platform. Apparently, for those who still want to join the tours are closed because we have enough numbers of people who have booked for this tour. We are going to open another tour in June, and we will announce it like I have been announcing this tour on my previous videos. So guys, I'm very excited about this. I am so proud of myself for starting this channel. and having such an impact in so many people who have seen my vision and they are interested in what I am interested in. I'm just hoping so many other people who are watching this channel are getting motivated. They can also see my vision for the rural areas and also for South Africa as a whole, because our country has a lot to offer and we have to raise our flags wherever we go, whether we are doing it here in the social media platforms, or we are doing it through books, or we are doing it through music or any other cultural activities or any other activities that we see fit to try and raise our flag, talk about South Africa, and make sure that we make South Africa a great country that it is. I am so proud of the people in the rural areas. I'm showing you guys now the school in this area. Look how beautiful and how very well kept the schools are around here. This area is very beautiful. Again guys, if you have watched this video and you like it, please go back and like it if you haven't done so. Please subscribe if you are new on this channel. I really appreciate that. And please do share the video with anybody else you think will be inspired by this video. Let's just puff and pass the information that we think will build each other, will motivate others, will inspire others. I hope this video inspired you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Up until the next video. Bye bye.